I never actually set out to be on YouTube. It was something, quite honestly, that I just fell into. And what got me started, because I was already on some of the other platforms, but I came across a lady. I think she was about 58 at the time she started her YouTube channel, grey haired, and she was just sitting in front of the camera, chatting away. Nothing really, aesthetic about a video. She wasn't one of these what was switching angles every 5 minutes and changing outfits and doing this, that and the other. And she'd got a huge audience just by sitting and talking to the camera, obviously about things that are relatable. But it just got me thinking, why not? I think I'm going to have a go at this. And so I just started uploading to YouTube, and so far I've found that I absolutely love it. It keeps you focused, it gives you motivation. It's certainly helping me with things like confidence. It's not that I wasn't confident before in real life, but when you get yourself on camera and you're putting it out there for the world to see, it's a totally different ball game. And sitting down and talking to an inanimate object like a camera is so weird. And you do, as soon as that red button, you just start feeling and talking weird. And I used to sit and watch myself back, and it just wasn't me. I was scripting my videos, trying to record one line, start recording, and they were just taking forever. The best thing I found is to just talk about things that you love. Talk about things that you know about. That way you don't have to script anything. Maybe give yourself some bullet points, or you can just literally open the camera and start talking. To me, that is so much easier, less time waste, you're more authentic. Hopefully people will find you engaging, but that's down to you, innit? Ever since COVID, really, I've kind of found my creative side, a creative side I never knew I had. I started making my own jewellery, I bought a sewing machine, I fell in love with crochet, absolutely love crochet, and this to me is just an extension of that creativity, and I just absolutely love it. And I would encourage anyone, if you've got anything to say, you've got a passion, to just start uploading your videos. Talk about what you know, talk about what you love. It learns you so much about yourself, if nothing else. And if you've got some knowledge and you can help and teach other people, then why not? It's really weird when I look back at some of my very early videos where I was just totally wooden, scripting the videos. I was recording one line, stopping, reading my next line, recorded, and they were just taking forever. And because you're concentrating so much on the things that you've got in your head, it was just coming across so wooden. So it's just really interesting as well, just to look back to your earlier videos, just to see how you've personally progressed as well. And one of the things that I found that I love is when I go on holiday or we have a day out and just vlogging, because I love to go to new places. I love exploring and seeing what there is there, and that's what I love in other people's videos. I love to see what this place is like, what that place is like, where they've been, what they've had to eat, what shops there are. They're the things that sort of interest me, and that's what I found that I've also got into doing only very recently. And now I just want to be out there all the time. I used to work full time. Luckily now I only work 3 days. So you've got to have something to do on your days off, and I always do try to be a little bit of productive and do something. I don't want to waste my time. And it's the perfect opportunity to indulge in your hobbies. For me, obviously, it's my crochet and YouTube. Why not? I love it. Do you understand? I love it. There's a lovely lady that I follow. Her account is called Alternative Aging. I think she's called Susie. This lady's in her mid-70s, I think, and I think she's absolutely fabulous. She certainly doesn't look her age. She lives in Brighton. She travels all over by herself. She goes to gigs. She's very confident. She's very eclectic. She's really into her fashion. She's got millions of friends. Her social life is just phenomenal. They're the people that I just absolutely look up to. They inspire you. They motivate you. And you just think, if you just give yourself a little bit of opportunity, get out of your comfort zone just a touch and just start doing things, what might open up for you? That's the thing, isn't it? And just how you progress as a person as well. I now have a grandson who is 20 years of age. It is unbelievable how quick time passes. I don't want to be, on my deathbed regretting that I didn't do this and I didn't do that. So if you've got a passion, you've got something that you want to do, get on with it, because time and life is not going to wait until you are ready. You have got to step out of your comfort zone and just get on with it. Sometimes it can be really difficult to know what to talk about. So get a notebook, keep it in your handbag, put it at the side of the bed, somewhere where you know you're going to see it. And when that idea pops into your head, write it down. And at the moment, the big thing seems to be storytelling. If you are someone that can relay a story and you're engaging, you are on to a winner. But this is why it's also, I think, important to talk about things that you love, things that you know about. Potentially, you will never run out of any ideas, any content ideas. It will just come so naturally. You might also think, well, I don't have anything to say. I'm not an expert in this and I'm not an expert in that. True, neither am I. When I start following people, what I found is that a lot of the time they're not doing anything of any great importance. They're just going about their life, documenting what they're up to, what friends they're meeting, where they've been, what they're wearing. And I think you get invested in the person, their personality, their quirkiness, and you just sort of like build a natural sort of online kind of relationship with these people. They're just very personable, and you just love to see what they're up and doing. And like I said, for me, the people, or especially the women, that are just getting out there and they're just doing their things. They don't care if there's anybody walking down the street when they're chatting in the videos. They're the sorts of things that really inspire me, and that's what I'm trying to aim for next. Because we're all slaves, aren't we, to what other people think of us. Other people that we don't know are never going to be in our lives. We're frightened of the hate comments, the nasty trolls. But I don't want to live my life ruled by other people. I get enough of that, quite honestly, being dictated to when I'm at work. So when I am not at work and I've got my own free time, I just want to do a little bit of what I enjoy. So I'm off now to my granddaughter's sports day, and that's another thing about being sort of semi-retired, only working part-time. I get to do the little things that I wouldn't normally do unless it was, a weekend. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hopefully thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm hoping that there's not going to be a three-legged race that I'm going to be dragged into. Are you up for starting your own YouTube channel, or have you got another thing that you would like to do? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. It is always a pleasure. And hopefully I will see some of you next time. I'd love it if you decided to stick around. See you later.